Hello and welcome to how to counter Jormungandr as every character. Now, this isn't saying like, oh, Jorm is not broken. This isn't saying like, Jorm isn't strong, hard to fight, annoying, whatever, right? This is basically just a tip for fighting Jormungandr as every character in the game, right? Some characters can easily fight him, others really badly struggle. In my opinion, Jormungandr is one of the most polarized characters in this game, meaning like half of his matchups are really fucking strong in his favor, and then the other half are really, really hard to win as the Jorm. So today I'm going to be showing you at least one thing to do as every character to counter Jorm, and spoiler alert, a lot of it is reading and guessing what he's going to do, but some things you may not have known about, and it's good to myth bust with every new character. So if anything actually helps you win a fight versus a Jorm, I'd love to know. Please do comment. So without further ado, let's get started with Warden. As Warden, on block, make a hard read and do a dodge shoulder bash in order to force the Jorm to respect a mix-up after you get your free double light damage. Just like Warden, with Peacekeeper you can make a hard read and do a dodge attack, which leads to a bunch of damage. And also with Peacekeeper is the dagger cancel. Now, this can actually be your friend if you're versing a Jorm that doesn't know actually how to fight it. Dagger cancelling generally means that you can dodge the initial light that leads to whatever mix-up of the Jorm's choosing, which in turn can completely fuck over the Jorm's every single plan. The Centurion matchup is very difficult for the Cent to win. There's a bunch of things that Jorm can do to keep Centurion out of the game, but if you manage to guess right and you manage to land a parry, you can basically delete about 75% of the Jorm's health bar, which in turn kind of, I don't know, like, you beat the enemy Jorm to the end of the match, basically. Black Prior, always a character that everyone wants to test with the new character that always comes out, just to see what happens. So, if you make a hard read versus a Jorm, you can bulwark stance the fucking gut punch on block. It's not too difficult to do, and it kind of leads to your turn again. So, basically, if you guess this right, you can't really lose. It should be noted that for a lot of these characters, a lot of their kind of gimmicky things, you have to do them on block. You can't be hit by the light and expect to be able to bulwark stance it. You must dodge it. You can't bulwark stance if you've been hit. Don't be afraid to use Conqueror's deflect. He can dodge out of the way of the punch, or he can deflect into the side that you're dodging into. So dodging after every light that Jorm throws isn't a terrible idea. It should also be noted that Conqueror's All Guard is generally quite good versus Jorm, but don't overuse it, otherwise you'll end up consuming way too much stamina for it to be really that useful. Poor Lawbringer always seems to get the short end of every matchup, and the 1 versus Jorm is no different. The only two really viable things you can do on hard read are a dodge bash, which should be noted has hyper armor, and also a parry, but at the same time parrying lights is kind of difficult. With Gladiator, you don't want to overuse the zone attack. With any character, really, you don't want to be overusing the zone attack. Mainly because Jormungandr thrives on opponents on low stamina, and with zone attack consuming half of that entire bar, you don't want to be really overusing the impeccable zone that is Gladiator's zone. It doesn't remove enough of the opponent's stamina, and it's a big hit to yours, so don't overuse it. I suggest try and zone the the enemy Yorm out using other means. Try and force him to respect you using toe stabs, dodge out of the way of his punch with either a light or with a punch of your own. You know, like, Glad's not a terrible character, just remember to play slightly differently than you would versus basically anyone else. Raider. Beserker's game plan is very simple. Try and abuse your hyper armor as much as possible. With any means necessary, you know, throw lights out, throw your heavies out, just get that hyper armor through the Yorm's attacks best you can.